Hello everybody and welcome to History Bite number 55, dated September 26th, 2020. I'm Walter, your mobile historian and blue-collar scholar. This History Bite is entitled, Facts About the State of the Union. Article 2, Section 3 of the U.S. Constitution requires that the President of the United States, from time to time, inform the Congress about the state of the Union. It doesn't stipulate how he is to do that, or how often from time to time is. But instead, it just requires that he actually inform the Congress periodically how the State of the Union is. He doesn't have to tell us, the people, at all, but merely the Congress. Don't get mad at me, that's what the Constitution stipulates. But of course, in the modern era, it would look mighty silly to just inform the Congress and not the people as to the State of the Union. So let's dive into some facts about historic State of the Union addresses, and hopefully you'll find some of these to be interesting. All right? Our first two presidents, Washington and Adams, began the tradition of delivering the annual message to Congress, as it was known at that time, in person. Okay? That practice was discontinued in 1801 when Thomas Jefferson became president. It is assumed that Jefferson stopped delivering the annual message to Congress in person because he was a poor public speaker. Makes sense? So from Jefferson all the way down to Taft, the annual message to Congress was delivered in writing for Congress to review on its own time. So starting back up with President Wilson in 1913, okay, the presidential tradition of delivering the State of the Union address in person was revived, okay? And Wilson became the first president in over 100 years to do that, all right? And every president since Wilson has generally followed suit. In 1923, President Calvin Coolidge became the first U.S. president to have his State of the Union address broadcasted over the radio. In 1947, President Harry S. Truman became the first U.S. president to have his State of the Union address broadcasted on television. In 1997, President Bill Clinton became the first U.S. president to have his State of the Union address broadcasted over the internet. Okay? In 1934, FDR became the U.S. president to popularize the term State of the Union address. Okay? It is what we know of it. It is what the Constitution says. However, as I mentioned earlier, presidents before FDR generally referred to it as the annual message to Congress, in spite of the Constitution saying State of the Union. Okay? The shortest State of the Union on record was delivered by President George Washington, barely over 1,000 words. Very, very, very short. The longest one on record was by President Jimmy Carter in 1981. Thankfully, he delivered that in writing and not in person, as that message was some 33,000 words. Yes, you heard me right. 33,000 words. It's a lot. But 1981 was rough, so what can I say? So that about wraps this up, and I hope you found this to be interesting. State of the Union messages, are always very interesting, even if they're dry, as it constantly keeps us, the people, most importantly, informed as to what the heck the state of our union is. So I thank you very much for listening to this History Bite. Stay tuned for the next one. Take care, stay safe out there, and I'll talk to you next time.